Hello guys, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna do the pick'ems for the champion stage, the playoffs. I think the tournament has been very interesting so far. A lot of results that you maybe didn't expect, but also a lot of results that prove that there's some new teams coming up, right? The first matchup is gonna be ENCE versus Renegades, and that matchup I predicted ENCE to do 0-3 at first, but obviously they played very good. Renegades surprised me a lot. I didn't think they would pass the group, but they did, obviously. So actually here I will go with ENCE after all, because I think they have played better in the tournament and they are in playoffs. They have kind of nothing to lose now that they have dropped Alexi B, and yeah, I just think that ENCE is gonna perform better here. And the second matchup is Vitality versus Avantgarde. I think this one is a bit interesting because Vitality had a pretty poor challenger stage, I would say. But I think Avantgarde played better there. I mean, they didn't went through until the last day, but I think Avantgarde played better than expected, for sure. However, I think in this matchup, Avantgarde have already done way better than they probably imagined themselves, and from what others expect them to do. So I think they might not perform to the fullest here, but that could also be a factor for them performing even better because they don't have anything to lose anymore. But I'm gonna put Vitality to go through here. I think they're a better team overall. They have better players and better team play, so they should win overall. Third matchup is gonna be Energy versus Navi. This one is really interesting for me. Energy is always very good in the group stages. Navi usually decent in the group stages, but last group stage they were pretty poor. I think they played pretty bad. But Energy has this kind of aura where they play amazing in the group stage and then they fail in the playoffs. So I think this is a very risky pick here. But based on how they played so far in the event, I'm actually gonna go with Energy to go through here. Yeah, that's just my feeling. I think Navi could very well go through here and even go to the final, but I think this is gonna pan out like this with Energy going through. And the last quarterfinal is probably the spiciest one. Is Astralis versus Liquid. It's the match you don't want to miss for sure. However, I think in the group stage so far, Astralis has played way better than Liquid. But it's the champions stage now, and as we saw, like in challenger stage, Vitality did pretty poor. They barely went through. Then they played amazing in the group stage. Anything can happen now. But I do think that Liquid is gonna step it up now in the champion stage and go through. Yeah, I think they're gonna outlast Astralis in that matchup. They had the advantage in the mindset, I think, which was lacking before when they played each other. So that shouldn't be an issue anymore. So I think Liquid is gonna go through, and Astralis' journey ends here. So now it's getting a bit more interesting because now we have the semifinals. And to be honest here, I do believe this ENCE versus Vitality matchup. I think Vitality has a pretty good matchup against ENCE. Vitality has very good individuals in like Saivo, Apex. They can pick up a lot of openings, which a team like ENCE can really suffer from. If they lose an opening, the opponent can abuse that pretty easily, I would say. So I do think it's gonna be ending here for ENCE, and I think Vitality is gonna go through to the final. I don't know. It's just how I feel. Even though I really would love for ENCE to go through and even win the whole thing, I really like the team and the organization and all that. But I do believe it's the Frenchman's time to shine, to be honest. So I'm gonna put them through here to the final. And then we have this one, an NA matchup, NRG versus Team Liquid. And this one actually, as I said, Liquid have played poorly in the group stage, but it's resetting now, win this champion stage, I think. So I think they're gonna play way better. However, I just have a feeling that NRG is gonna beat them, to be honest. I don't know why. Maybe it's because how I saw NRG play during this tournament and how I saw Liquid play. Maybe that affects me because Liquid should be winning, obviously, but you need to kind of risk it sometimes as well. And I really believe that NRG will do it, especially when it's an NA matchup. I think then it doesn't really matter too much about the rankings and all that, because players know each other so well in those kind of matchups. So I'm gonna put NRG to go through. So in my world we have a final of Vitality versus NRG. Will that happen? Who knows? If it does, that would be pretty amazing for these two teams, to be honest. However, the final, I do believe Vitality will take it. I would say if these two teams played in a final, it would be a 50-50 match, to be honest. You could just flip a coin and pick the winner, and it could end up right. But I do think Vitality is going to win it, and I think they will take home the whole thing. That's pretty much what I think. Maybe hoping for as well. I don't know. I think they deserve it. Especially MBK played for a long time. He grinded out those tough moments. He's showing that you can really come back. So these were my picks for the champion stage. You guys probably do not share these picks with me, but that's how the game goes. Thank you guys for watching. See you next video.